Finally we add so the enemy will run towards us and we can say, oh, you want to fight? And he comes and we're gonna slap him one and slap him another one and he dies. So let's fix the part where he will keep replay the animation when we hit him. So we will go into the help script and make a pool. Bool is dead and is equal to false from the start. And then we will make a def void def and then oh, I'm doing a lot of mistakes right now. Like this, and then we will say if is dead, then return. Else we say is dead is equal to true, and of course do this animation part and put in def here instead. So if the hit points hit 0, we will go to the def, and if it's already dead, we just go back and will not do this. But if it's not dead, then it will be dead now, and then we do the def trigger. Let's try that out. We have it over here. Compile, and here he comes. Let's hit him 1 and 2, dies, and now he doesn't do the animation again. So he's just dead now. So what we need now is to fix that we do not do the animation anymore. So like if we hit escape, but it does it automatically. So for fixing the part where we keep hitting on the enemy, even though they are dead, we need to go into the health and make a public bool is dead with the capital I and D, and say return is dead. Oh, is dead. So now we can, from other scripts, find out if he's dead or alive. So let's see, where should we put it? We should put it. We definitely gonna need to put it in here. So we don't want the basic attack coding to start again if we right click. So I think what we'll do is, if we say, I think we're about actually the start health target is equal to player control player control dot selected enemy dot get the component health of that enemy, and if the target is not dead, so if it's not dead, then you can actually do all of this. I think that actually should be enough for that part. So now we cannot right click on him and start attacking him, but we need him to stop from attacking, and that is up in our update. So if the player control is not equal, okay. So we also still want to be able to like click on him and select him, even though he's dead, because we want to loot him. So we need to, I think, kind of do the same here actually. Health target equal player control type selected enemy get component health, and then we need to say if player control dot selected enemy is equal to null, and target is not dead, then you can do all of this. Else, yeah, else if let's take the same again. Okay, what should happen if he's dead? Well, if it's dead, let's see what happened here. Player control selected. Okay, let's see what happened if I write it. Player control dot selected enemy is not equal to null, and oh, I doubled that. Target is dead. So what should happen if the target is dead? Um, uh, that's like that. What should happen? Well, the attacking should be set equal to false, so we stop attack. And the player control dot anim set bool in combat should be false. So the animation should also stop. Let's see what that actually brings us. Okay, here he comes. And we will hit him 1, 2, and he dies. We are not leaving combat. Oh, I have made a spelling mistake. Let's see, what did we call it in the... We have called it in combat. How did I spell it? That's... So let's try again. So here it comes. 1, 2, dead. We go out of combat. And let's see. He's still selected, so next time we return to this is where we have to be able to loot it, but right now we first want to fix that when he is walking toward us, he actually does something else than just, yeah, sliding. So it is time to make our goblin actually run towards us instead of just flying towards us. So we need to change something in the AI movement. Let's make a, let's see, update, and let's call it that, and make a new void update, and in here we will say vector tree velocity, because the nav mesh agent works on velocity. So nav mesh agent velocity, and then we will take the local velocity is equal to transform dot interverse direction velocity, and then we say float speed is equal to local velocity dot set, and then we set get component animator, and we're gonna set float to forward speed, and set the speed in. Then we're gonna check if we spell the forward speed correctly. So let's go see in the goblin here, and it was with a capital F, so I have to go back and say like this. And what else we need to do? We go to the blend tree. You have to uncheck this one and write like these parameters. You can also do have it on, I think, but it will kind of mess up your animation. But for good sake, let's just have it on so we can see it and see why we don't have it. And then we need to go into our project animations, enemy goblins and take all of these and be sure that it have loot time, loot time, loot time, and let's see what happens. So right now he is walking towards us in a very fast speed, and let's see what happens if we go into the goblin animator, yeah, and remove this and put it to 1.8, 1.8, and 3.4. Okay, now he runs towards us, and we want that instead. So we want him to maybe be able to walk around, but when it has something to do with aggroing us, we want him to run. And we can kill him.